Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Libra, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link and my official Instagram, both listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Libra, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one is going to be from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms for the overall energy, and the tarot portion of the reading will be from the Princess Bride Tarot. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angel, spirits, guides, what messages do you have for Libra? Whoa, okay. This is for Libra. Well, okay, Libra. All right. Number 31, which reduces to a 4, corresponding to the Emperor card, the major arcana of the tarot. Normally the Emperor card would be an incredible energy of power, control, kind of lording over a business or a kingdom, a family. There's this sense of true divine masculine energy, aggressive, go-getting. And just give me one moment. So I put this lucky cat behind me, and the arm is going like this, and it's tapping. And I'm gonna cover it just because I don't want it to be tapping the entire time. But Spirit's drawing my attention to it because it's distracting. It's a lucky distraction. It's kind of like, am I gonna have to turn this thing around? Okay. It's a lucky distraction though. It's kind of bringing in resources. It's almost as if you don't really even have to exert a lot of energy for that to come towards you. However, the card that you got is called the Prison Wave. Self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. Self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. And I want to be very careful to say this is just a temporary reading. It's taking a temperature on what's going on in your life right now. It's not an indicator of like your destiny, right? But it is very important to draw your attention to it, because it's almost like this lucky cat, like wanting to bring in the riches, wanting to bring in the abundance. Something might have gotten in the way that caused your wings to be clipped. Though the card would suggest that you clipped your own wings, and maybe you had a reason. Maybe it just wasn't the right timing, it wasn't the right fit, but you make a decision not to pursue something, or not to, whether it's a job or a relationship or a friendship. It's important not to sit in poverty consciousness, or to sit in like a 5 of Cups energy, which is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, this sense of, oh, look at all the things I've lost. It's like, no, you made a decision. There's a sense that I made the decision to, the whole idea of the lucky cat and the arm kind of going up and down is that it's trying to kind of grab all of the good fortune, right, from the ether. I made a conscious decision that I didn't want it to be tip-tapping the entire time, right? But did I, in doing that, did I self-sabotage something? Because it's like, you can't deal with that little sound. No, I couldn't, because I have that weird condition where, like, errant sounds drive me to absolute madness. Anyway, this is all just to say it's kind of like things were, I put that there specifically, right? With things we put in place, and then now we're having to alter them slightly. And I feel as though, Libra, you've had to do that. The prison waif, it's kind of like a prison of your own making. 8 of Swords I see in my head right now. 8 of Swords. The analysis paralysis card. Analyzing so much that it drives us absolutely bonkers. You are an air sign, so there might have been this tendency as of late to be overthinking something. Spirit is just really encouraging you to always understand, and I really do believe this. It's hard sometimes, but I do believe it, that you know what is meant for you will never pass you by. I really do believe that. It was proven to me. I had to wait a very long time for it to be proven to me, but it was proven to me. And Spirit wants me to tell you that, you know, I had to wait 7 years for the thing that I was believing in to come to fruition. And I almost gave up so many times, but it was meant to be. So it's in Spirit's timing, isn't it? What can we do in the meantime to help ourselves, right? This is a mindset shift. Spirit is asking you to, one, recognize that you might be in this mindset of self-sabotage, standing in your own way. And then to just politely move in a different direction that is more positive to you, that is more progressive, that feels more in keeping with your level-headedness, your rationality, your strategy. Like Libra if Libra's stuck in a situation, they can unstick themselves. Like they can get themselves out of some dicey scenarios. Seen it with my own eyes. I'm a Libra North Node. I'm surrounded by Libras because Libras are here to teach me lessons. So I'm surrounded by them literally on all sides, just everywhere. They're just everywhere in my life. So the one thing that runs constant between all the Libras I know is that, man, they may get themselves into sticky situations, but boy, do they know how to get themselves out of it because they're smart. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. You're going to look at past, present, future. At the end, I'm going to pull a card of advice from Spirit. I'm only taking uprights in this reading. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay. One more for Libra. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Spirit wants me to show you this crystal. This is a moss agate crystal. It's for connection to nature. It literally has like mossy bits inside of it, and quartz as well, and drusies. They call these drusies. It's for grounding, leveling. But there's this little druzy piece that's very sharp, and it kind of caught my finger, and Spirit wanted me to like point that out to you. It's kind of like even things that are meant to heal us can sometimes come with harsh lessons, but it's all for our growth. I'm being reminded of some deep healing events that I attended in the past couple weeks through acupuncture and some classes or sessions of healing that I attended, and it was some of the most painful and yet like emotionally painful and yet rewarding experiences of my life. So it's kind of like that's happening for you right now. The events in and of themselves are very humble, modest. Could be just a conversation, right, that you're having with someone, or a situation that's really, in hindsight, not a lot of fanfare, but it's proving to teach you massive lessons about yourself. So all of this is kind of swirling around the Libra energy. In the past position, arguably the best card in the entire tarot, Major Arcana number 19, the Sun. I hope that you all have watched The Princess Bride or read the book. I really do. It's such a beautiful film. I think because it's a cult film, I think it stands the test of time. I think it stands up even now. There's so much charm to it. And it's about true love. It's about overcoming odds. And so in this picture, the grandpa is reading the story of the Princess Bride to his grandson. So we can see him kind of describing this scene of happiness between the two lovers. There's so much abundance coming from this card. So much wisdom about the meaning of love and friendship, loyalty. It's in your past position. You have had and have something tremendously beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit agrees. And it's clarified by the Seven of Wands, this card of protection, blocking, like not all may enter. We're standing guard. We're standing guard of what it is that means the most to our heart. We're on the lookout. We're blocking anything that does not allow this to prosper. It's a very clear message, actually. This character, Indigo Montoya, he's complicated. He has like a side story in the film. And it's all about revenge. But he realizes even the sweetest revenge can never bring back someone that he loved, someone that he cared for. You can't turn back time. And it's like something he's going to have to live with. So I don't know if there's this, you have a little bit of regret energy. There's like a little bit of regret, something you're going to have to live with. But the trade-off is this abundance, it's like as far as your imagination can wander is as big as the abundance that you can bring in for yourself. You can be the magician of your own life. You can be the manifester. You already possess that power. It's here, I see it. So it's kind of like, what are you doing with it? And why are we acting like this? Is it because you have gotten something that you wanted and that scared you? Like you actually did manifest something and you're just like, whoa, now what? Now what do I do? I actually got what I wanted. I got what I asked for. And now what? Let me get a clarifier for the Sun energy and the Seven of Wands. What are we trying to protect? The Queen of Cups. That's very interesting. It's very funny too, because I was fooling around with one of these kind of Chinese coins that they use for the I Ching. I happen to have them on my desk. And look at behind her head. It's very similar, isn't it? And I was just kind of fiddling with it here on my desk, and I didn't know why. This is kind of tucked into the corner. But I just kept fiddling with it, and here it seems to be appearing. This is the Queen of Cups, but this feels like a pentacle energy. So that kind of says maybe there's this marriage of heart plus abundance energy, heart plus finances. Queen of Cups is Cancer energy. I was asking, what is this abundance that we are trying so hard to protect? We're trying to protect this representation of love. You know, it is something that feels safe, calm, safe. Queen of Cups is very generous, she has a lot in her own cup, and so she can give forth to others. That's what's so nice about the Queen of Cups. Sometimes she gives a little too much. Sometimes she doesn't know when to stop. This could be an aspect of your aura too. You've been giving maybe too much to others, and so now you're trying to give yourself some love and care. I have all these plants on my windowsill here, and I've been woefully negligent in dusting. And I see a little cobweb, and the sun, where the sun is in the sky right now, it's hitting a little string of that cobweb, just so. It's just illuminating this one thin piece of cobweb, and it's glistening in my periphery. And that's how I know Spirit wants me to talk about it, because it's like it caught my eye, and Spirit wants me to talk about cobwebs. Cobwebs can sometimes be in the closet, right? This that we need to clean, we need to purge. Cobwebs can also talk about being caught, being trapped. They can also talk about, spiders weaving webs. It's very strategic, very masterful, very like high intelligence happening. So take that as it resonates. There's that quote, oh the web we weave, oh the webs we weave. Kind of like you saying, how did I get myself here? How did I get myself into this situation? But I don't see anything negative. I don't see anything negative. I just see something really protective, because even the way that I held this up with the Queen and the Seven of Wands on either side, Queen of Cups here, it's like they're protecting this stability, this sense of love and light and friendship and abundance, or just an imagination and manifestation. It's like these are the sentinels, these are the guards that are protecting this abundance for you. It's like everyone's on a little bit of high alert, even if it's just within your own heart. Where are we in the present energy for Libra, King of Wands? Yeah, so nothing's stopping you. You feel still. Oh, and it's clarified by the King of Swords. So fire and air is a very powerful combination, and you got the two kings, double kings for the present energy, large and in charge. And remember, I referenced the number 4 here, the Emperor card. Emperor is the power of all 4 kings of the tarot. So here you got two. You got two. Like strategizing, planning, getting together facts and figures and information, presentation. You might have people kind of co-conspiring with you, helping you out. There seems to be this, see this hourglass here? It makes me think of this period of time. Strange, I hear wind howling between my window pane. It's almost 90 degrees where I'm living right now. So usually you don't hear wind howling when it's sunny and 90 degrees, but I just heard it. Howling wind. Right? The air sign, it's just like almost like spirit is stirring, hatching plans, stirring. Maybe spirit is co-conspiring with you. Hatching plans, something stirring, something brewing, lots of planning, lots of strategy that you're working on right now, especially with that King of Swords, which can be seen as Libra energy, although I often attribute it to Gemini. Gemini can be of two minds, right? The analytical strategic and the passionate creative, both working side by side. So again, bringing this self-sabotage, poverty consciousness, I just want to bring it up to the surface, right? Because it's so important that it's your overall energy. So Spirit doesn't want you to lose sight of why we're here. And why we're here is that you are brilliant, Libra. I mean, I think you already know this. You've got big heart energy, loyalty. Back here, you've got strategy and motivation and inspiration here. So it's almost like just try not to get in your own way. I mean, I don't know if you're feeling this sudden lack of confidence to the point where you have to overcompensate something. As a Libra, right, you're the scales. You know, the sign of Libra always evokes this notion of having to deal with karmic balance. So Spirit wants to remind you that if you can perceive the lessons that you're meant to be learning, then pause for a moment and consider those lessons, work through those lessons and heal. Because there's something, I feel like there's something coming up in your near future that is a lesson, that is like a portal. Once you learn the lesson, you step into another level of consciousness. It's not poverty conscious, it's going to be abundance consciousness. In the future potential, you have the Six of Goblets, right? Six of Goblets talks about looking to the past with rose-tinted glasses, looking to the past with a kind of fondness. In this scenario, the main character, Wesley, is kind of reminiscing on when he learned the most about his profession, shall we call it, his profession. He basically learned how to be a pirate. And the captain of the ship taught him everything that he knew. Right? And sometimes it's reminding me of, you know, I always say, it's strange because I haven't had that many jobs in my life because I usually stay a really long time. But the job, or rather the period of time that taught me the most, or some of the most important things about myself, was when I worked in retail. You work in retail, you can work anywhere. What is a corporate boardroom when you've stood in front of a cash register in front of an angry customer? You cannot compare the two. I'm sorry. The angry customer with the cash register, that's the worst scenario. Anyway, I feel like there's something coming up that you're looking back to a past situation where You were taught a lot, but it wasn't easy because first of all, the card feels very kind of dank and dark, and we're at sea and everybody's a pirate, right? I mean, look at the guys in the background, right? It's not like these guys, right? That they're there to help. These guys don't look like they're there to help. They look like they're there to watch the show. So there could have been periods of your past where people were judging you, they were testing you, they were trying to see if you measure up. I have a very specific movie scene in my mind, which is not from this movie, but rather from The Matrix. And I hope that you've all seen The Matrix, because if you haven't, that's worse than not seeing The Princess Bride. But anyway, there's a scene in The Matrix where Neo goes into the training program, and he's in the dojo with Morpheus, and he's about to train on how to fight. And the entire crew on the ship just almost tackle each other to try and get to the monitors so that they can watch the action. They're all watching. Some of them want to see him fail. Right? So there could have been some situation here where all eyes were on Libra. And somebody might have wanted to see you fail or fall on your face or whatever. And guess what? You didn't. Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior living to fight another day. You might have been battered and beaten. There could have been some odds against you, but you didn't give up. And there's something in this future potential where something specific from your past is going to crop up again. And it's going to bring back those memories, those stored traumas of judgment or ridicule or prying eyes, something, right? But you're a different person now. You have life experience. You're stronger than any criticism that anyone has to give you. Or at least I hope you are. Self-sabotage can also emanate from the narratives that other people have told us that we're not good enough. When they tell us that we're not good enough, that we won't amount to anything, that our creative pursuits are silly, or in any kind of endeavor is silly, fruitless, whatever, we get in our own way because it's like the echoes of those voices reverberate, and we have to work hard to rally against them. And there's something in the near future that might briefly cause you to question yourself, and Spirit is reminding you, don't do that. Don't be the prison waif. Can I get a card of advice for Libra from Spirit? One last card of advice. I think you're the very first sign in 9 signs to get this card. Number 10 of the Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. What is meant for you will never pass you by. Everything in divine timing. You will have your just desserts. You will have your comeuppance. Don't lose sight of this. The wheel is turning in your favor. This is planet of Jupiter is represented here. Good luck, good fortune, divine timing. That's Spirit's advice. Don't lose sight of the fact that this is meant for you. Not everybody gets this. No one has gotten this card. It hasn't shown up at all in 9 readings. But Libra gets it today. That's your reading, Libra. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Libra.